Executive Director and founder of a not-for-profit called the Butterfly Effect Project. We're located on the east end of Long Island. Currently, we're serving over 700 youth in and around your communities. There is so many opportunities the Butterfly Effect Project gives to our youth and communities near and far that I want to take this time to come to you directly in your house and homes and discuss them with you. But instead of sharing them with you in a very boring, laid out way, I figured that I would welcome you into the butterfly world. We're going to talk about all things butterfly and community because we're not just an organization, we are a family. I have today with me two very important guests. My original head junior volunteer, which we'll consider HJV, and our current head junior volunteer. In the Butterfly Effect Project, our junior volunteers are like brothers and sisters, the older siblings. They're the ones that help organize all the youth in the organization to get them to be able to stand up and speak and advocate for themselves. They're a crucial part of the organization. Youth leading youth, that is what the program is about. Our head JVs have a hard time already trying to amass all of these little voices. But our head JV has one big job. They must lead the organization. Yes, as a founder, you're probably thinking, what exactly are they doing? I am doing anything and everything to make sure that we are creating safe spaces for our young women and men to dream and succeed. I would like to talk to Destiny Swan and Alexandria Fulford. Destiny, you are the original head JV, hailing from Bellport, New York, and coming in when we first started the program. Can you tell me what has changed and just a little bit about yourself in general?
So I was the original head JV of the Bellport chapter. I'm now working back at the Butterfly office as the executive operations assistant and teen transition specialist. I would say being the head JV was definitely a fun experience for me. I was able to build a sistership with girls that I never would have been able to experience, and it also gave me great leadership skills that helped me be able to be the leader that I am today.
Thank you. And Alexandria, as the current head JV, I'm pretty sure that Destiny have opened up multiple doors for you and the JVs that have been in the midst of that. What's your experience of the head JV like today?
I would say today my experience is very stressful, but it's very stressful, but it's also like a lesson to me. Since a lot of the head GVs are my age as well, and we're kind of living in the same. Sometimes to like constantly play like that leader role, that boss role, and tell them like how to work and how to maneuver. You have to learn how to speak to people equally and respectfully, so people could understand. Communication is definitely key. You kind of have to learn how to like maneuver things around, and you have to make sure everyone likes everything. But upon from the stress part, I feel like it's a family environment, it's sister and brotherhood. So
What was it like? What, if you don't mind me asking, Destiny, what was it like for you coming back after 7, 8 years, I believe, to the organization, seeing the growth? Like, what were your thoughts?
I was definitely proud of the group. I was excited to see that the girls that I left it behind to were able to continue as the head JV and really, make the position work. I definitely feel like it's great being able to work with all the girls that I was their head JV, and now I'm working with them to help them get to college or help them to become like the new woman that they're going to become in life. So I feel like it's definitely a great experience.
And I know that you said that you work in the office, and one of the titles you mentioned was teen specialist. What does that entail?
So I work very closely with the kids. They work at the office with us after school, and we basically try to help them learn how to, I guess, have a job, essentially. I work with them close to help them try to figure out what their next thing in life is going to be. If it's college, a trade, or whatever they want to do in life, we try to help them to figure out a plan to get that in action.
I think that's really important. I know in the world of butterfly, I'm really good with the alphabet. So we focus on butterfly and the 3 E's. So we want all of our participants to leave and do either employment, education, or enlisting. But we really want them to have one of those E's. And if they don't have an E lined up, then I tell them that, hey, you're putting yourself at risk for having a P and J. And in the butterfly world, that's going to stand for prison or jail. So it's really important to me that everyone in the organization has that opportunity and that access to be able to envision themselves in a different light. And what I love about your position as the team specialist is I feel like you're able to communicate with them on a different level. They respect you, they trust you, and they come to you with so many things from boyfriend and girlfriend breakups and makeups to bank accounts to cash app debit card hacks. And I love how you handle that. Like, if you can say something to your younger self, Destiny, what would that be?
I would just say keep going. You're definitely gonna be something in life. I would just say you're gonna get there.
I know for you, in the midst of everything, it can be stressful because you are essentially in charge of over 700 youth, and you have to be a role model. So you have a lot of pressure to walk a particular light and to do certain things. How do you manage that with your work-life balance?
So when it comes to like the JV girls, the ones that I'm really close with, I tend to lean on some of them. I learned to open myself up to them so that it's not just my responsibility, it's a responsibility as a whole and as a team, because I can't get my job done unless the team doesn't get their job done. So I definitely look at myself as not just a person leading somebody, it's a team that's also leading me as well when it comes to the JVs. So to balance that out with my work life and the JV life, I just kind of make sure I lean on everybody so everybody could feel like the connection and just to make sure that like I'm not alone in certain things. So I definitely have a balance out by the people that are around me.
Awesome. And if you can say one thing to the incoming head JV that we're not sure who that is yet, but what would be a word of advice that you would leave?
I would say to the incoming JV is this isn't a friend group. Like this isn't I'm gonna go be messy, I'm gonna do this. This is a familyhood, and in the familyhood you have to open up, you have to talk, you have to treat everyone with respect, and you need to be mature about things and you have to allow yourself to improve and grow. Let them call you out on your mistakes and you do the same thing as well. Definitely learn how to create a healthy relationship and learn to be your own healthy environment.
Thank you guys so much. We are going to bring out our next person, which is going to be Genesis, who is going to come and talk to us about the riddle of the day. In the butterfly world, the girls have nicknames, and each nickname is based on a personality trait. The person that we're bringing to the show, who will be hosting her riddle today, is going to be Too Far. And the reason her name is Too Far, because believe it or not, this little cute little smile can have devilish ways. And sometimes when she's joking or pranking or even conversing, she has a habit of taking it too far. So I would like to again welcome on Genesis. How are you today?
I'm good.
And Genesis, can you tell us, a little bit about yourself and prepare us for the riddle of the day?
My name is Genesis. In the Butterfly Effect Project, I'm known as Too Far because, as Marcia said, I tend to take jokes too far. I'm 16. I go to William Floyd High School, and I'm an 11th grader.
I noticed that you're in a medical suit. What is that?
So in my high school, they offer a medical assisting program, and I'm currently enrolled in it.
Oh, awesome. So what is the riddle of the day?
So the riddle of the day is, what has a neck but no head?
Can you repeat that just one more time?
What has what has a neck but no head?
What has a neck?
But no head.
Got me stumped. So thank you, Genesis, and I'll bring you back on with the answer shortly.
Yep.
Thank you. So we are getting ready for our next segment, which is called Gen Z Tea. And in this segment, we really want to talk to you guys about what's important from the youth standpoint. I know you guys are watching all your news channels and following all your newspapers, but when you're talking and working with kids, it's really important to hear what's newsworthy for them. So we have Alexandria here and her nickname, by the way, if you guys want to know.
On go / two-step.
On Go, / two-step. And the reason why we call you On Go, Alexandria?
My nickname was On Go because sometimes I could jump before I think.
Okay, and what about two-step?
I slip over everything. I trip over everything.
Perfect. So this is your section. So, tell me what happened to you this week that you would like to put a flashlight on that and kind of express how you feel like that from your perspective and your youth.
So this week on Gen Z TV, One of the biggest things that happened was the Butterfly Effect Project. We have a Facebook that is also connected to our Instagram. On the Facebook, there was a flyer that basically was reminding people that we have a women empowerment event, inviting everyone to come out, show support. And under it was the old head JVs plus the current one, which would be me. And the comments were a lot of racial slurs, a lot of racial comments, calling us the N-words and stuff.
How did that make you feel?
I was kind of shocked, not surprised.
I have to be honest, I was very shocked because in the whole length of our organization, we've been around for 10 years. We're actually celebrating our 10-year birthday. Yay! We've never experienced that. And when I did some investigation, just so you know, I am super excited to bring to you that the comments that were made were not by locals. They were from people who were out of state. And so to me, that brought me a lot of peace. And I was very grateful to our local officials and to our community because they showed and continue to show such support and swift support. How did that make you feel with the support to come to the press conference and see so many people there supporting your cause and understanding what it was like, how you felt in that moment?
It felt good, honestly, because I feel like when one specific person does you wrong, you kind of label a whole group as such. So to know that it wasn't everybody and everyone, a lot of people had our back, the community had our back, it definitely felt good because it means it's not tolerated and it's also not respected. So I felt really good that my voice was heard and so was my feelings.
And I know that we're having an event. Is there anything that you would, if you can say a message to those people who made those racist comments, what would it be?
Come into Fort. Come to the event.
Thanks so much, Alexandria. It's really important to not just tell kids, what they are doing and who they should be, but allow them to express that with you. So we have Ha Ha Ha, aka Jamia. Jamia is here with me to tell me the highlight of the week. And please, before you start with the highlight, tell us about yourself and let us know.
Well, hi, I'm Jamia, named as Ha Ha Ha. I got the name because I laugh at almost everything at any situation. Not every situation, but, every situation. I go to Riverhead High School. I'm 17, and I'm a senior.
Well, I'm super excited to have you. So what's your highlight of this week?
Well, this weekend, me and my good friend Catherine went to Le Richo's, and we got a burrito and wings, and their vibe, so good. The food, so good.
Awesome. Will you be going back?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I don't get a chance to get out much, so when you guys come and share y'all stories, I vicariously live through you guys. So thank you so much, Jamia, aka Ha Ha Ha, and we are looking forward to you. And if you guys don't know, like I said, Jamia stated that she is a senior, but she is someone who has been in the program for 9 years.
Yeah.
So she's leaving. Thank you so much, Jamia.
Bye.
So we are bringing up another person, CO, big CO. And again, these names are hysterical because they earn their names. And sometimes once in the blue, they get to have the opportunity to change their names. And our next guest name originally came from how she wore her hair. And she wore her hair where her bangs cover her face all the time because she did not like her forehead. And she was bashful and she was shy. And she had all these little insecurities, and it has been one of the pleasures watching her explode and come out of her cocoon into a phenomenal young lady and see all the incredible work that she is doing. And the minute she burst through her cocoon and spread her wings, we realized really quickly that bangs was no more appropriate, that this is big CO, because she is coming to a business near you to take it over and tell you how it's going to go. So, without further ado, I want to welcome in CO.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hello, can you introduce yourself and your real name that way?
My name is Gianna. I go to Riverhead High School and I'm a junior.
Yes, so Gianna, what are you here to tell us about today?
Today I'm here to tell you guys about a show that I've been watching that I like. It's called The Good Doctor. It follows the life of an autistic surgeon and it just shows us the challenges he goes through and how he interprets things in the medical field and outside of life.
That is really interesting. Now, I know that you're interested in the medical field too. Is that the reason that captivated you? Like, what about that show pulled you in?
That show pulled me in, one, because I have a lot of people in my life who have autism and it's closely in my life. And also, as well as a doctor, I think you should be able to perform on all different types of people, whether that's culturally, disability-wise, everything. So I wanted to just see how it was like and see what it was like to see his perspective.
I think that's really awesome. Again, Gianna, I want to thank you. And can you guys imagine that's what you see the CEO talking right there? So thank you so much. And I cannot wait to check it out.
Thank you.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm still stumped on that riddle that Genesis spoke about. So I cannot wait to see if you guys got it. I mean, I can honestly tell you I don't have it. I'm not a big riddle person, but I'm going to get better because she's not going to stop me. Hi.
Hi.
So too far. Can you repeat the riddle? And if you give us maybe like 2 or 3 seconds to like really process that riddle, and then you can give us the answer.
Okay, so the riddle was, what has a neck but no head? Okay, so the answer was a water bottle.
What has a neck but no head? A water bottle.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you definitely stumped me. I wonder if she stumped you guys out there. I was not expecting that answer. I don't know what answer I honestly was expecting at all. But thank you again, and we look forward to hearing what other riddles that you create for our next segment. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
So as we prepare ourselves to leave and journey, I would like to bring up a very special guest. We have in our organization, we are mainly young women as we started out for a program that was specifically created for young girls, for all girls. I believe no matter who you are, where you come from, and what you look like, everyone can use a sense of empowerment. As we begin to our program to expand, we realized really quickly that we had some young men who were siblings of the girls in the program, or just young men who also need to be empowered and just needed a little something extra. And we wanted to create a space for them as well. As someone that has siblings and come from a large family, I completely understand what it's like to be left out and what sometimes opportunities are targeting one specific group that you may accidentally isolate someone else. We did not want our boys to feel like that. So after years of kind of having them behind the scenes and, very rudely calling them mosquitoes behind their backs because we thought they were pesky, we decided to create our first ever Dragonfly chapter. And our first member to be in our first ever Dragonfly chapter was our very own Mr. Incredible. So, Mr. Incredible, I am super excited to have you here today. If you can take a moment shortly to introduce yourself, but before you do that, I just want to go off and say one of the reasons I find the name Mr. Incredible is so fitting for you is because I've watched you grow from a very young person, and I've seen all the things that you had to do to maneuver, to evolve, and to be a better version of yourself on a daily basis. And I just find that to be incredible by itself. And to be in a space and where there's so many young women in the beginning, hundreds of young women, if I'm being honest, and maybe only 5 or 6 men, and you still find a way to make everyone know your name, I just think it's incredible. So tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is DeAndre. I'm in the Dragonfly chapter. I go to William Floyd High School. I'm a sophomore, and I basically empower young men, young boys, to grow up like a successful young man. Coming into the program, I was the only boy, which was kind of, it was kind of rocky because I wasn't really getting that much attention. But now that the Dragonfly chapter is out there, I definitely am getting a lot of attention, and everybody's starting to know my name. And I just want to thank Ms. Tia for that.
Well, you are most welcome. It's funny because I know that I remember you guys when you first started, you were actually in Riverhead. So I know that when you guys moved, one of our concerns was going to be like, oh my God, are they still going to be in the program? And to my astonishment, you guys not only continue to come in the program, but you've had two sisters graduate the program. One was the head JV, Natasia. Both of them are now off in college. And so what does that leave you? Like, what are your aspirations?
Well, that leaves me I kind of, like, that left me with, I would say, that kind of left me with, like, the motive to keep going, to make my siblings proud, because they've been through this program, they're in the program, well, they were in the program, and they wanted to see their little brother succeed, basically. So I would say I just want to finish this off, but I want to finish it off strong. And when I do finish it off, I just want to have a name out there, but like a positive name.
Well, I think Mr. Incredible already has a positive name in itself. Do you have any aspirations to like further your education?
Yes, I was thinking about being the chef, but then that changed. Now I want to be a deputy sheriff, police officer.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, I have some connections over there, so I'm pretty sure that we can link you up with someone to talk about that career. And as we are getting ready to circle out the show, if you could speak to young boys out there about the organization, what would you say?
I would say definitely to come join the Dragonfly chapter. I would also say what we do in the Dragonfly chapter is we empower young men and young boys to grow up and to be somebody successful, not like waste your life on just nothing. Like we want to see our young men succeed, and we want to also and show them the routes that they can go down to be successful in life. So what I do my best is to try and help empower them and try to help be there and be like a big brother to them, because I want it to be like a brotherhood. I don't want it to just be, oh, we meet each week and like no connection. I want to have a connection between my brotherhood.
Okay. I also know that you are the manager of one of the dance teams. Which team is that?
That would be the elite squad.
Okay. And what is that like? Like, what is it like? I know that CEO is the manager of Blitz, and I probably should have asked this question too. But what is it like managing that team?
I would definitely say it's kind of hard, because when they do slack on what they do slack on, I have to correct them, and when I correct them, it like
The attitudes.
it's the attitudes, because it's like you're younger than me, telling me something to do, but it's really more the respect level. Like just respect your team and respect me and respect Miss Tia and Coach Des.
Awesome. We are super excited to again have you here and to have all of the youth here with us today. We are so appreciative to LTV Studios for allowing us to be here. It is really important in any time, but now more than ever, to be able to enhance your awareness and visibility, and for kids to actually understand and get an opportunity to share who they are, learn about what's out there, and to possibly learn some cool jobs and career moves that can change their lives. To each and every one of you guys out there, we hope that you continue to tune in as we continue to build our information and our format for you to watch. If you are interested in learning more about our program, you can follow us at our website at www.bepgirls.org. You can contact us on our social medias. We're on Facebook and on Instagram at BEP World. You can also reach us just by coming on down to the office or giving us a call, 631-591-0759. I almost gave you guys my personal cell phone number because I'm so used to giving it out. Again, it has been a blast. And if you guys are not familiar with who we are, stay tuned and we'll promise you, we'll keep you updated, informed, and assured. Until next time, have a great day and keep watching. Butterflies, we are flying out.